kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
When I say, who's the master? You say,
What is up, guys? Show Enough the King here, back with another video, and today I'll be bringing you my review for the Gridiron Studios Cobra His Tank accessory packs. These were announced a couple of weeks ago, and to my surprise, they were for $112. If you guys are not familiar with Gridiron Studios, they are a props design company that specializes in 118 and 112 scale pieces for armory, for like G.I. Joe, things of that nature. And usually what they do is they have been mostly focusing on classified, which is 112 scale, but they have not forgotten about us. And I say us like I don't collect classified. I collect classified scale, 112, and then I also collect 118 scale over the past couple of years now. So here we have the Cobra His Tank, which is a 118 scale figure. Again, I got this at Walmart. I actually have 2 or 3 of these actually, and I actually have the 3 1/4 inch scale one as well, the vintage. And what we have here is a accessory kit for the His Tank to put salvo rockets and machine guns on the side, as well as a rotating double barrel machine gun, as you guys can see here. So what I want to do is I want to first bring up the packaging here, and actually before I do that, let me show you what it looks like when it came in the packaging. So it came sealed in the packaging like this. I actually ended up buying 2 because I have more than one His Tank, so I just wanted to show you guys how it looks when it comes in the packaging. They do a really good job of boxing everything up with bubble wrap and air packets, and it's enclosed in this packaging here. And again, it says here 112 on the sides, so there you have it. And then for the gun, we have the turret here, and this is how it came packaged. And again, on the back, it says 112 Armory on the back. All right, so I already taken it out. Now again, funny enough, I've never actually opened up one of these His Tank boxes. So I'll go ahead and do that and get it all taken out right now. All right, so here we have out of the box, we have the His Tank from Walmart. Let me see if I can just cut this real quick. Slash myself. Very simple packaging. Looks like it comes in 2 pieces, and here we have the turret that comes with it, and I believe this must be the figure behind here. All right, so I went on ahead and snapped the pieces together. In the box, we have the 4-inch scale His Tank driver. I really do like the colors, and I guess this is technically a His Tank review as well. Now, this is the His Tank 3 that's blue. Now, the good thing is that the black and blue, black goes with pretty much anything, so we shouldn't have any issues there. Here is the turret that it came with. And here is the turret that we got from Gridiron Studios. And as you can see here, they're pretty much the same. And it looks like they use a 3-pronged install. And it looks like Gridiron Studio matched that perfectly. So let's go ahead and see if this works. So here we have the 3 prongs, and we have these 3 prongs here. And then it should be just a matter of lining up the 3 and then rotating it. So let's see here. Alright, boom, rotate it to the front, and done. And it's in. And then we have this one here, and then we have this one here. Now, the other question is, will the figure fit inside? And the answer is yes. So what you guess you can do is you can kind of bend his knees, have him sit in the gunner seat, and then just kind of have his hands out with the gun. Now I was a little nervous because it looked like, you know, since it didn't match the tub, that would be a problem. But you can see here, he fits fine. And again, the black fits, spins, it rotates just like the other one. No issues. So then let's go ahead and take this and get this open. All right, so before I go ahead and install it, I wanted to have it up here so we can take a really good look at it and just look at the detail on here, and it does look absolutely incredible. I mean, no complaints. And I actually love, if you look real close, you can see their Gridiron Studios embossed in each one of their weapons. That is pretty cool. Now, the only thing that I would probably say that would have made this any better would have been if there, because again, these are the bullet casings that hang off. It would have been nice if we could see some bullet ejectors hanging off the side of this, kind of like how we have for the minigun here. And this is what this is what came with the missile silo and the minigun, and this one comes with a belt that you can kind of plug in, and it's rubbery, but we'll get to that in a second. Right now we're just talking about the top mounted gun. And again, it looks like there are little tiny indentations here, so if you could find the right kind of effect piece, you could potentially input it here. And honestly, if I were to say anything about Gridiron Studios and what I would love to see from them next, is I want to see blast effects. Like, I think right now they're probably going to head in that direction, but I think the sooner the better. Like, if even for their 112, which is, you know, 6-inch figures, or their 118 scale, which is like 3 1/4 inch, or, you know, 3.75 or 4-inch, any sort of gun effects for these weaponry will just take Gridiron Studios to the next level, like take them to the stratosphere, in my opinion. So hopefully they'll start doing that soon. But this is amazing. So, and again, the only other thing that I would add, again, this isn't my first rodeo, so I can kind of figure it out by looking. But it would be nice to kind of just have like a small instruction manual or something online for best practices on how to get these things put together. But again, I'm just looking at it from this point of view, where it probably just pops in between here and it'll stay still. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the figure out, and I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to do it like this so that it's not having any issues. So I'm assuming it just slides into place, but I want to be extremely careful not to break anything. Yeah, so it looks like it just slides in like that. So it goes up this far, and it looks straight, goes up, looks straight, and this is how the finished product looks. And honestly, this thing looks amazing. Like, they even took the time to add in the reticle right here on the side, the hand grips that you can like have the soldiers grab. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Like, well done, guys. Well freaking done. And then you just pop it in, turn it around, boom. I'll give you guys a close-up of this. Woo! I mean, this is taking it to the next level, guys. All we need is just like some blast effects, and this thing would be flawless. Now, I know they're also talking about they wanted this to come out for the 118 scale. I mean, I'm sorry, 112 scale for like the classified, but I think they would need a vehicle before they can do that. So now you kind of fit him in, and then you can kind of get him to put his hands on the grips if he can. Yeah, he can. He should be able to. Yeah, that's one. And even with his other gun gripping hand, I like how Hasbro kind of made these like bendable plastic. Hold on, it's kind of hard to do this on camera. All right, so here we have with the finished product. You can see him gripping it with both hands. And again, it sits in him and he can still rotate full 360. So if the tank is running away, you can still shoot in all directions. And again, it can still bevel up and down. Oh man, they thought of everything. Whoo! Gridiron. Good job, guys. So then that's the gunner, and then I'm assuming you can just pop this in. So that the seat can pop up. All right, so the canopy is in place. We have the driver's seat. I'll find another 4-inch figure to put in there. But now that that's done, you just kind of close the canopy like so, and then there you have it. And again, the turret looks amazing, flawless, mwah, chef's kiss. All right, so let's talk about these rockets. All right, so the rockets are out, and let's just take a closer look at them. So here's what they look like up close. Again, it's a 3D molded print that's been put together by hand, has a piece of sticky tack here, and with this one, it's kind of, you know, your choice. So what you can do is you can kind of see here on the sides where you would probably want to put it. Now, from my limited experience, I can see here that the higher up it is, the more awkward it looks. So it looks like, to me, the best place to put it is right below this panel lining on the tank. So like you see where these dots are, that's kind of where the best part is that you're going to put it. Now, of course, you know, you can put it wherever you want. If you want it like closer up front, you can do that if you want. Or if you put it closer in the back, you can do that if you want to. But for me, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here in the middle. I think that's probably best where it would fit. And then again, on the other side, I would end up doing the same, where you would put it on the side. Now, one thing I did notice is, let me take this out and turn this around, because these all rotate. So that's the other cool part, is that this can pull out, and then you can kind of rotate. So this part would stay still, but then if you want to kind of like aim it in the sky, you can do that as well. So it'll kind of be like up in the air, however you want to put it. And the same thing with the gun. The gun can come out and it can rotate. So like, say if the battle is like going to the sky and they want to shoot at a sky striker, obviously it's not a free moving piece, but you can just pull it out and adjust it however you see fit. So you can have it here if it's going straight, and then if you want it to be up in the sky, you can kind of wedge it together like that so that the missile is still shooting straight, but then the tank is shooting sideways or up in the sky. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. There we go. And again, we have the sticky piece. And I'm going to go ahead and figure out exactly how I want to stick this on here. So again, this is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking that it's going to be right here under the paneling, and I'm going to just sticky tack it right there and hang it off. And then once this piece is stuck in here, then I can remove and just kind of see as I see fit. Now the rockets themselves probably can't really go in the diagonal, but the gun can. So let's see if I did that. Would it still look weird? No, it can still work. So say if you wanted to try to shoot the rocket missiles up in the sky, you could always still pull them out, even if this piece is stationary, and it'll still be able to shoot up in the sky however you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing put on. All right, guys, two quick things. So I made a slight mistake, and I want to correct that. And also, I did notice one thing that was wrong with my set. And again, I would be remiss if I didn't kind of put this out there just in case anybody else happened to notice it. But again, I'm pretty sure once I reach out to Gridiron Studios, they'll should be able to rectify it, no problems. Okay, so first, the small thing. The way that I had it and the way I was showing it to you guys was showing it with the rockets on the bottom and the machine guns on top, and that's wrong. So the way that it should be going is like this, where the rockets are up top and the guns are down at the side, and then the belt piece connects here like so, and kind of loops underneath. So then you do that, and then it kind of loops underneath like so. So you would stick it on, and you would loop it underneath, and you can kind of tuck it, or however you want to do it is not a big deal. Yeah, kind of like that. So then you would stick it right here. So rockets on the side, rockets on top, guns on the back, and again, it can still go up and down and move independently. Now, for the small issue that I noticed. So if you guys see this on the side here, this is how it looks on one side, and again, the opposite side is supposed to match like so. So this is the opposite side, and you see here how it's supposed to match. Boom, boom. And this matches. This is from the second set that I had. But if you look at the first set that I have, the one that I opened up originally, again, you see this is one side, and this is the other side. And there's a small problem. And again, it doesn't look like it is, but again, it kind of is. So I'm a sucker for symmetry, so it does bother me. So first I'll put it together, see if you guys notice it. You see, the gun on this side, it has an extended piece, whereas on this side, it matches to the other ones. So if you take this off, you see these three ridges. These ridges don't match the ridges that are here for the opposite side. So when you put them on, this piece will be perfect, but then this piece will stick out more. Again, first I thought maybe that's how it was by design, but when I looked at the second set that I bought, again, as you can see here, you can pull that off, and it matches that, and then on this side, again, that matches that. So see that? And you see that? But this is the only one that has an extended piece to it that makes it longer. And the issue with that is once you stick it on the actual tank, one side of the tank will be sticking out further than the other one. And again, that will look a little awkward. So it looks to me like there was just this was probably like a piece that was probably just printed and it was a little bit too long. So I'm pretty sure if I reach out to Gridiron Studios, they can probably just send me another piece of this and I'll be all straight. But for right now, I'll go with the pieces that were correct, and then I'll put those on and so we can see how everything looks. Okay, guys, so off camera, went on ahead and I stuck everything on. And again, like I said before, the pieces are just put together with this double-sided sticky tape that's cut to the size. Again, you can easily, if you wanted to, just go ahead and cut these squares out if you wanted to move them around again, and use your own double-sided sticky tape to get a more secure seal if you want to. But again, that's just kind of how they did it. And here's the final product, and I am in love with this thing. So I'm going to slowly turn it so you guys can see exactly how everything looks from front to back. Again, notate the minigun with the chain belt for the bullets there. And what I ended up doing is that instead of putting it underneath the paneling, I kind of found a nice little notch where I could stick it and it would fit symmetrically, because again, I am a sucker for symmetry. So I wanted to, again, it's not 100% perfect, but it looks pretty damn good. Now, like if I'm being anal, and again, this is completely my fault, not Gridiron's, this one looks to be a slight bit higher, than the other one. But again, that's just my placement. But again, to me just eyeballing it, it looks fantastic. Now, again, like I said, each piece can come out and can rotate, so it can go up and down. So if you wanted to take the minigun and you wanted to pull it out and have it so that the minigun is shooting upwards, you can do that just like so. And then it's like the rocket shooting forward while the minigun is shooting up, and vice versa. If you want the minigun to come out, 1 second. Again, of course, you just got to be careful. This thing is a 3D print. So what you got to do is just hold on to that so that the sticky tack part won't come off. And then you should be able to tug out the main piece, and that's kind of how you can see where I stuck the double-sided tape. And then you can do it so that you can say, hey, and you can also do this as well. So the belt is top and bottom. So if you want to do that and have the belt go in on itself, you can do that as well. So say if you want to have a situation where you want the minigun shooting straight, but you want the rockets going upwards, all you got to do is find a spot. Boom. So then now you have rockets can shoot forward, rockets can go up, miniguns can shoot forward, and vice versa. So they thought of everything. In all honesty, they literally thought of everything. So last thing I want to do is just bring in a couple of 4-inch figures. I have here a Cobra trooper or a Cobra officer standing next to the truck. I also have Storm Shadow, and for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and bring in a Hiya Toys Predator. I'm actually working on a review for the new Wolf Predator from Hiya Toys. So here his Hiya Toys Predator next to the tank as well. Okay. All right, so final thoughts. If I had to score this out of a 10, I would give it a 10. I mean, manufacturer issue aside, again, that is something that's very small, and I seriously doubt that it will happen to a lot of people. I am in no way, shape, or form giving that any points off from Gridiron Studios. Again, I'm 100% confident that once I reach out to them via Instagram, that they'll be able to send me that other piece so that it matches everything else, and then everything will be square. Again, I have no worries that that'll happen. So again, I feel confident in saying that everybody should go out and buy these. Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. I want to also show you guys real quick the smaller HISS tank for the 3 1/4 inch scale. All right, so here is the HISS tank, the vintage HISS tank in black, and it is obviously, this set is built for the other one, but I'm wondering if I wanted to, could you stick this on? So again, I'm not going to obviously stick it on, but I'm very interested to know if I wanted to, could I? So yeah, you could. You absolutely can put this on the 3 1/4 inch scale HISS tank, the vintage one, and it would work. So you can see here, it still lines up, it still works. The same panel line that I put the other one on, you absolutely could put it on here. Now, what I don't know though is if the turret would work for the 3 1/4 inch scale HISS tanks. I know it's built for the other one. So let me get this out of here first. Even if you can. I know these vintage ones, I don't want to break it. 1 second. Okay, so it is confirmed. If you want to put the rockets on, obviously the rockets will fit because, again, it's just a matter of using the sticky tape. But the turret itself won't work because, as you can see here, the vintage HISS tank uses a 2-prong system, whereas the Gridiron Studios one uses a 3-prong system, as you saw on the other one. So this would not fit properly into here. Now, again, I'm pretty sure if you dremeled out the sections a little bit, you could probably get it to fit. You can probably get it to sit in here if you really wanted to, but then that part right here would stick through. But again, you can probably Dremel out that other section and it would fit. So I mean, if you did enough customization and you wanted to add in that second notch, that third notch, you could do it. But again, just know that you would have to be working with the 3 and the 3.75-inch figures versus the other ones. So now all I need to do is just go ahead and stick on all the stickers and everything else, but I'll do that all center and post some pictures on my Instagram. But let me know what you guys think. Comment in the section below, thumbs up the video. This is Showing Off the King, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.